interested in the Arctic right now. They're interested in the Arctic in part because of the enormous significance of discovering HMS Erebus. There's also interest because of the effects of climate, the changing climate up there, the impact on wildlife. It's a time, and there's also great commercial potential in the Arctic. There's mines being developed, there's future jobs. So it's a very interesting period for Canada's high Arctic.
Geography is key to our work. We have to understand the environment we're working with, which means understanding the landscape, understanding the weather, the conditions, particularly in our case as well, the underwater geography or topography. So that, just to operate, you have to know your geography.
The challenge of working in the Arctic is more about the logistics of getting there and supporting a search or a diving operation. So transporting the personnel and the equipment necessary to conduct the work, contending with a relatively short operational season. The navigational season in the Central Arctic is at the most 2 months duration. The ice clears maybe early into middle August, and then we have some portion of September before the winter conditions really set in. So for us, really the challenge is trying to get as much done as possible over a relatively short window of opportunity.
What was really interesting in the case of the Franklin expedition was that it really required combining physical geography, understanding of the processes, such as drift of the ice and the way it forms and breaks up, together with the human geography, with the patterns of travel and what was reported by different explorers and Inuit oral history. For 6 months of the year, from September until March, the ice pack grows and grows and grows until it covers all the Arctic, Baffin Bay, even Hudson Bay, down Labrador, and the Gulf of St. Lawrence. And then for the next 6 months, from March through the spring and summer until September, the ice recedes. And most of these passageways are open water or have minimum ice coverage. So this is a process that occurs constantly. What the explorers basically had to deal with is that the only progress they can make is in the summer. And that's what happened to Franklin. His first winter was spent at Beechey Island, and that was on purpose. His second winter was spent near King William Island, and he was trapped by a storm in that area probably. And unfortunately, he's had to spend a third winter in the ice just because the ship continued to be trapped.
We have to understand their perspective of geography at the time. So that means understanding what they were trying to achieve, what they knew of geography, of the geography of the environment at that moment, because that's what guided their actions. So it's key for us to understand that. We also need to be able to make the link between the past and the present, understand the topography, the toponymy of the area, not only from the European perspective, but even most from the Inuit perspective, where sometimes you can get clues out of place names. So all of that put together makes that geography is really a fundamental aspect of our work.